Hey, welcome back to the Moose Shop. I just finished up these little floating shelves here for the bathroom, and they turned out pretty good. And I tried to come up with as simple way of doing this as possible. So let's go back into the shop and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so I've been wanting to use this piece of wood that's been in the shed for a long time. It is cupped, it's crooked, and it's cracked. So, but it's okay because I'm just making two small floating shelves that are going to be 6 inches roughly by 20 inches by an inch and a half, maybe inch and 3/4 if I can get it out of here. What I usually like to do when I do this is the ones that I'm not going to be chamfering, I usually run the chalk on it so that I don't make that mistake and chamfer the wrong edges. Alright, so everything's all squared up and chamfered. Now it's time to drill the holes to accept these 3/4 inch dowels. And I already marked them, and the drill press is ready to go. So if you buy something that's already milled, you don't have to do all the stuff I just did. So it would make it a lot easier. So you can begin from here and just mark some holes, and we're going to drill probably about 4 inches down. Okay, before I throw some paint on these, I'm going to give them a quick sanding. Okay, that's good. Paint it. So I'm going to prime and paint it, a few coats, and then I'm going to cut the back off afterwards. That way there it will have a nice clean seam. And then once it's on the wall, I'm going to put another coat on there to hide it. Hopefully this works. Okay, everything's all painted up. We got the holes drilled. Next step is I'm going to rip the 3/4 of an inch off of this, and that's what's going to go up against the wall. And once you cut these, make sure you mark them so that you know exactly where they came from and put them back exactly the same way. Okay, so now it's time to prepare the dowels. And I ordered, I think there's 10 pieces of 3/4 inch dowels from Amazon. I'll put a link below. The first thing to do is go through them and find the straightest ones. And the easy way to doing that is just to roll them on a flat surface. And if they roll nice and even, then they're pretty straight, unlike this one. So that one's all wobbly. You don't want that. So go through there, get the ones you need, and then what you need to do is you need to sand down a little bit. Not much. You can do it by hand like this. You could use a orbital sander if you like to, or you could, if you have a lathe, turn it on and run some sandpaper up and down it until it has a nice snug fit. Okay, so I think I got them. I've been sanding a little bit and testing them out, and they fit just nice. Not too tight, not too loose. And what's going to happen is I'm going to drop a couple drops of glue at the very end here so that it adheres against the wall mount part. So let's get these cut to a little bit less than 4 inches, I believe. sure this is in the proper orientation, and I'm going to drop them in with that spacer. That way there I can be able to get this back out. And if I submerge this just below surface, it'll be at the right depth. I'm going to put a little drop of glue. My studs right here, I want to make sure at least one of these screws is in a stud. So this is where we want the corners to be. Nice. Nice. You barely see that seam. I think with a little touch-up paint, it's going to work out just fine.